It's Cameron. I was going through all my gear, my hunting gear, fishing gear, even some of the trap snares I haven't used in some of my hunting gear since hunting season's winding down for deer. As you noticed, a lot of tackle stores and bait shops and all that, and hunting stores have their stuff on sale. And I was going through my backpack, and I thought this would be something good to show you guys. It's real simple, real nice. It's more efficient. It's to carry your fishing stuff, because when you're camping, you're trying to be as compact as possible, carrying this little gear, make your load a little bit lighter. So, first of all, it fits right in my side pocket. Hold on, let me get the hammock out of there. If I can get it. Sorry, guys. Alright, and there it is, right in my pocket. Right there's just a Eagle Claw catfish bait. Haven't tried it yet. It smells terrible, so I think it'll work good for cats. That's mainly what I focus on. That and trout, because that seems to be all we have in Pennsylvania is catfish and trout. I mean, there's bass and everything, walleye, but they can be a pig to catch. Just a bag, Don't carry stringer. That'd probably be more efficient if I carry a bag. If I need to carry like crawfish or anything in a 8-pound test. Like camping, I normally don't take my river rod. Right there, it's just a crawfish trap with all my gear in it. Let me empty this thing out on the floor. And as you guys can see, just a crawfish trap. I'll have a video on how to do this later, but you can see it's just a 2-liter bottle. Cut it off, and it goes down in. And they can get in if you put rocks in the back and bait it. And I normally cut and put a hole about there, that with about 30-pound test on it, so I can always pull it back in, and you can use the crawfish for bait or supper. They're good both ways. Alright, this is just some of the stuff that I have in this crawfish trap. 2 things of power bait. If I can't get bait around me, Berkeley Gulp corn and Berkeley Gulp earthworms. Yeah, call it cheating. I say it's being smart with your gear. There's a fly in there. It didn't come out. It's just a little. Right now, these flies, they're kind of just sort of thrown in here. The names and everything are kind of sort of scattered about in my head. But right there, this is a jig made from a guy in Pennsylvania. Roy's Jigs. I get them at a sale in the summer. What it is, it's a 2-jig rig. The bottom's heavier, and he just ties them himself up. The bottom jig is the weight, and then you just jig them up and down, or reel them in. They call them salmon hooks. I get them real cheap. A lot of the stuff I go to a place called Sportsman's Liquidations in Harrisburg whenever I go that way, or at the sales or something. What are these? They're 4-aught salmon hooks is what they're called. They're real nice size, good catfish hooks. I like them a lot. Frog gig. I love this thing. It's just a 4-prong frog gig. I normally have a dowel rod, a real short dowel rod. I need to get a longer one with me, but if I so needed to, I carry a multi tool. I could use an awl, drill a hole in a piece of wood with the awl, run that through, and I'd have a gig. Frogs, even fish. Number 18 treble hooks, for mini fishing. Sometimes when I camp, I do more fun fishing than anything. Mini needle for fishing with that minnow rig. Marabou, whatever you want to call them, jigs. This one has been abused. Sorry about that. Thought I heard something. A lot. You can see the head's chipped and white and red. Real nice, and they're cheap. The jig is probably the most effective jig you can buy. Chartreuse, lime green one, whatever you want to call it. Love these things. It's a jitterbug. Just a frog colored jitterbug, in case there's that occasional bass. Even people, guy knows, had catfish crash them. You know, catfish, whatever. Catfish are bigger than bass, but they're all good eating. You know, just the lime frog color. The size is, I guess it doesn't say, it's just the jitterbug. You know, real cheap. They make a lot of ruckus in the water. Berkeley, Chad, I forget, tail dancer, there we go. I've been known they're known to catch some panfish, whatever. Some of the stuff is for bass. Got a nice little curly tail. This is fire tiger, as you can see from the blade. You can fish these about 150 different ways. That's not a joke. Just a little popper, fly popper, you know. Real nice, real cheap. Yep, there goes my dog. Woolly buggers. This is, in my opinion, the black ant, the parachute Adams. Even the purple royal coaches, you know, love them. But the woolly bugger, that is one of the best flies I've ever fished with. This, I get them at Walmart. It's about the only place. My friend, I was fishing with him at his pond. I was fishing a rattle trap for trout, you know, see what I could get. And he had this thing on him, and we caught it. I forget what we called it, but we just used a chartreuse trout niblets on the end, and we made just like one go off one end of this golden hook, and then one go off the other. He had, oh my word, we have pictures of it. As 29 to 32-inch rainbow. I'm not joking. It was a holdover in his pond. It was absolutely amazing. Looked like a salmon. I mean, had that crook in his right in front of his nose. Grasshopper thing. I'm not really even sure what it's called. It's made for trout fishing. I figured that would work real nice. It's not a fly. Couple quarter to half ounce. But wait, let me pick these out. You know, catfishing. I'll show you guys how to do that then in some video. I like them. You know, small little flies. You know. I'm not sure if that's a parachute or what that is. Some more. Hold on, let me pick these up. Some more flies, you know. I can even fly. Some of these flies are nice enough I can even use a spinning rod. Fly fish with some of them if I get like a crappie rod or whatever. A few more flies. Homemade jig. I have a video up on this, how to fish with this. Homemade jig. This is a heavier one. It's about a half ounce. I like that coloration. Right here's another one of them curly-tailed jigger bobbers, whatever you want to call them. Berkeley beetle spin. I have about 3 or 4 different kinds of these, and this is about the smallest one. Looks like, you know, it has this little, it's almost like a spinnerbait in the water. It has a Colorado blade on it, and then just that jig. You can fish these about, 50 different ways. But that red dot, figured, can look like a shiner, chub, whatever. These, I have like 8 of these different colors. It was a pack from Blue Fox that my buddy got me a while ago, and I was like 10 or